My goodness, what did we witness? Amazing. I mean, still reeling from the fact that number one, I didn't watch a lot of the IPL matches. Actually, didn't watch anything live this year at all. Caught a lot of highlights, caught a lot of the updates on Twitter because thank you very much to each and every person who regularly tweets the best moments of of a match. And I mean, last night was amazing. I, I mean, for whoever watched it live, I think you guys had a treat. I mean, there is no fitting way for one of the most respected franchises uh, of IPL to get a win of the 240th ball of an IPL final, which has gone from strength to strength from 2008 till this very 15th edition. I mean, amazing. You cannot ask for anything else. I did see a lot of those post match interviews, then the updates of, basically updates of what transpired 10 minutes before the actual winning run and all the cameos that happened in between the CSK chase, as well as some very good batting by by Gujarat Titans, who really put up a very, very, very challenging score. It's not easy chasing 200 in a pressure situation, especially in a final where the stakes are very, very high. So maybe Gujarat did an exceptional job. I think the Titans, I know they're led by a leader who is growing in stature each and every match. Uh, they're coached by Gary Kirsten, who gave India one of its best moments in the 2000s, 2010s rather. And you've got to applaud, man. The talent that especially India has. And I just hope this replicates into world laurels that we end up with a couple of more World Cups because we really need one. I mean, waiting for 10, 12 years for the second one after 2011. Sorry, after 2000, I mean, a decade or so after the last one, which was the 2013 Champions Trophy. I think we really need one because that's probably a stamp that we need to say that yes, IPL is working. It's producing some amazing talent, and that talent actually has the strength and the dedication and commitment to go ahead and play at an international level. I know there's a lot of talk of cricket going the way of football, where there'll be a lot of franchisee cricket all around the year, and internationals could be limited to only the World Cups. But I think we're all following a sport where we just find time for all formats, all types of game plans and strategies. And thanks to television and OTT, you are being served cricket, which sometimes feels is too much for your plate, but no one seems to be complaining. Everyone enjoys it, especially the viewer in India, the viewer in the Southeast Asian uh, extension, the viewers in Europe, and hopefully very very soon the viewers in America with the Major League Cricket starting up very soon, somewhere in July. So you'll see a lot of well-known franchises in the IPL and South African T20 tourney. Actually, um, I mean, actually taking center stage there, and there'll be some known faces for sure, and things like MI New York and Texas Super Kings and a lot of other such teams. I mean, they ring a bell because of their connection with the IPL, but it's amazing to see how cricket is just traveling the globe. And I don't know in terms of numbers if it's still at par with football, but it's definitely getting there in terms of popularity. And thanks to at least, I mean, I can count on my fingers. It's Test cricket one day. You have T20, you have the 100, you have the 60, you have the 10 overs one. I mean, you have six. six amazing formats where the adrenaline is always pumping. You have the purest form of it, which is Test cricket. You have those slam bam ones, which is T20 and the variants around it. And there are, and I kid you not, there are enough players to play the game. So this gives an opportunity for everyone to get a slice of cricket, uh, or probably even earn a very good hefty sum through whatever they do in cricket. And I sincerely hope this increases or multiplies our chances in making cricket a Olympian sport, especially in the upcoming two versions of the Olympics. So I think it's LA 2028. That's when you'll see cricket making a comeback to the Olympics, and I'm pretty sure you'll have packed crowds there, no matter where you play in the world. It'll be amazing. And coming back to the legend, let me not spend too many minutes, but I think MS Dhoni merits a discussion because the way he conducts himself on the field, the way he conducts himself off it, and I think we've all read so many interviews of MS Dhoni, or actually heard a lot of interviews where he says that he trusts the process and he believes in his resources and he ensures that he tries to get the best out of each and every person. He instills or installs a lot of belief in every person, no matter how many times he or she doesn't live up to the potential. And that, I think, is an amazing character for a leader. There is no one who can actually match up to him. Perhaps in the current scenario, we do have Rohit Sharma. I mean, taking nothing away from that gentleman, because he also seems to be marshalling his troops very well. And but this man is just ice cool. I mean, our man MSD has shown a lot of emotion. I mean, at least somewhere within him is a small boy who would love to shout out and cry, but he maintains the decorum of wherever he sits, and that's amazing. Actually, that's an admirable quality to have, because it's easy to show emotion, but it's probably one of the most difficult traits in a human being to be calm in situations that are within or not within your control. So that really merits this discussion in MSD and the way he marshals his troops. Because if you look at that team lineup, you know that you're not dealing with 20 years with folks who are in their 20s or just starting out. You are dealing with people who are pretty much entering their 30s, or you also have people who are at the fag end of their 30s, and MSD himself has crossed 40s. So even the support staff is 45, 50, but they seem to be doing things right, or at least they are placing whatever strategy they have in their minds extremely well, because that's working for them. They know that they have 20, 25 people who they've selected at an auction. They have understood the strengths of each and every person, and how he or she, or he, or probably even she, in terms of support staff, how they can actually be a game changer in that 5-10 minute period, because T20 is like a three and a half hour, a 3.5 hour game, and sometimes those 5-10 minutes in between can really create an impact the actual result. So I think they look for players who can give them that 10 minutes of impact, which has a bigger impact to the result. So hats off to the team management, man, because they've been persisting with the same sort of people. They've been persisting with MS Dhoni because he has laurels to prove behind him, as well as he has laurels. He has those laurels to actually back up whatever he's doing, and he makes people feel special. At least that's what the 20, 25 people under him say, that because they know that this man or the entire coaching staff is going to give me this role. I have to play this role. And if I do it 100%, the result will be great. If I falter here and there, They're not going to bunt me the very next day. So they will persist with me. They will ensure that they get 100% out of me in the best possible manner and play with my strengths. So that's brilliant. I think that is something that you have to admire within the people who manage, who are at the back end of that very team. And then I think you can always doff and tip your hat for MSD because Dhoni is probably brilliant. You have to doff your hat rather. The management team who continue to work around him. I mean, consider MSD as the core and build a team around them. I mean, you really don't know in 2 years' time what happens if MSD takes a call on his career. So what happens then? So I'm pretty sure they have a strategy for that as well, a 5 year, 10 year strategy. Maybe even a 3 year strategy will work for them because I'm pretty sure they go auction by auction. So that gives them the leverage to think of the present and even spare a thought for the future that's upcoming and look at whatever they've done in the past and probably 2x that into the future. So that's a brilliant conversation that I'm sure the entire CSK team should be having, or rather have on a very, very regular basis. Because for you to sustain yourself over 15 years, or for a franchise to sustain itself for 15 years, go into 10 to 11 finals, come out victorious on 5 occasions, take back the positives of being the second best in some finals that they've played, and then really use that to your advantage. I think that is a brilliant way of developing a team and curating certain instances within a team which will help them grow. So great going and congratulations once again. I think Chennai Super Kings and MSD and his team members deserve all the thumbs up that they can get. A couple of words for Ayudu. Ambati has been Ambati sir. I mean, I know it's tough being a competitive cricketer in a nation which has 1.4, 1.5 billion people. But your ability to come back, return stronger, coming into the Indian team, coming back into the Indian team, playing for a franchise, being successful there, then that franchise lets you go and CSK takes you up, gives you a role for you to embed into that role and be a very good servant for them and for the game. I think you deserve uh, at least a big two thumbs ups for being a wonderful individual and being part of two teams that really light up, or the which have really lit up IPL. So all the best. I know you will be very much associated with Cricket Andhra or even the IPL in some capacity. So I think you've left with a high, and that that high will probably take you higher into whatever you plan to do as and when you go ahead. So take care, Ambati sir. I mean, even yesterday's match, I think the return of Rahane 2.0, I mean, Rahane 2.0 has been brilliant. And suddenly, he knows his role, he knows how he plays, and he's been a swashbuckler. Can you believe that? A swashbuckler, Rahane. You always looked at him as the purest batsman, but he's been a swashbuckler. You look at Ruturaj, I mean, brilliant. I mean, he's just grown over the past 3 4 years. You look at Devon Conway, he struggled in patches, but he looks for impact. Impact is what everyone talks about. And I'm extremely glad to see someone like Shivam Dubey being able to live up to his potential. I mean, that's amazing because I know lots been said and told about the individual, but right here he's been given a role. He knows he has to do that. I mean, he's probably playing himself into the game for 2 to 3 balls, and the next 10, 12 balls is what he's aiming at to create maximum impact. So that's absolutely brilliant. some good ballers, especially the Sri Lankan duo. I mean, brilliant. And that is where the experience of an MS Dhoni comes into picture. He starts using them so brilliantly, and then the growth of Indian pacers like Tushar Deshpande and the others. That gives you hope, man. That gives you hope. That gives you hope that even Deepak Chahar is sort of swinging the ball and giving you those early breakthroughs. So that's what you want, and that's what the fan wants. So that's a good thing to see. Sparing a word for GT, I think Gujarat Titans top of the table finish for sure. Uh, I think the difference between the IPL winning the IPL trophy and coming second best was about just about one or two balls. So no use of being disheartened because they are also an exceptionally good team and they've for and to their advantage they've groomed a lot of young players who are paying rich dividends to them. So absolutely amazing. I think Nehraj Ji, Nehraj Ji is brilliant. So and Nehraj Ji continues to be a coach who is very into your face and will give you feedback in 5 minutes, which is a different style of coaching, but very, very effective. Naira ji, brilliant hai ji. Couple of words for Mohammad Shami, Mohad Sharma, Rashid Mia, Noor Ahmed. Just brilliant, man. I mean, if you guys continue, this franchise is never going to let go of you. So, all of you keep up that great work. You've been amazing. And to the other franchisees, I think a lot of you had sparks in between. I mean, barring maybe a few, which is did pain to see Delhi not really winning some very close matches. Did pain to see uh, even Rajasthan not making it because they're another team who have some exceptional talent within them. And especially after being last year's finalists, I thought maybe they would continue their ascent, but looks like they have some ironing out to do. But not short of any sort of talent there. I can't say much about RCB, and I'd rather not say too much because the fans get agitated. But yes, sparks of brilliance with our man VK, Virat Kohli, Faf, and Maxi. I mean, they have the KGF factor there, but I think that KGF factor needs a lot of support from the bowling unit. I think that's where they regularly sort of come in second. And that's the reason they don't have the best of seasons. But talent is there, nothing to worry. I'm just curious about SRH. I think they've sort of lost the plot after the 2016 victory. And sort of feel for them because that franchisee at least has players, there's no doubt about it. But maybe that's where a able captain or an able support staff comes into the picture, creating that environment of productivity. What I miss, I think Lucknow was pretty brilliant. I think losing KL was a toughie, but being able to make the playoffs in spite of all that transpired around them, I think needs a special mention to the other Pandya, which is the other Pandya. He did extremely. I think Krunal was a decent leader. I mean, he was able to get get behind his troops and get things done. I still continue to wonder why Punjab doesn't have their field day because somehow the Dhawans are great. I mean, Dhawan, I love Dhawan's batting for forever, but I don't know. As a unit, they just don't seem to click, or maybe they're clicking at the wrong time of the tournament, and then the damage is done, and they just can't do anything about it. But good show, I think. The winners are the winners. The second best are the second best, and for all the others, you have another season. You have another 9, 10 months to introspect, strategize, look forward to the next season, come back stronger, give great performances, etch your names in history books, and then continue to follow the legend of MSD CSK. Thank you so much. I think I took it 20 minutes to speak, but just had to speak about all those wonderful things. Once again, didn't see a completed match for a very long time during the IPL. I think the I think the best I caught was around a couple of matches here and there, just in between my cousin's sister's marriage. Uh, but yeah, Twitter and the highlights package on Google really helps. I continue to do that. I shall continue to do that. I shall continue to follow cricket. Looking forward to an exciting couple of months, at least the second half of 2023. You got a World Cup, a 50-over World Cup. You have an Asia Cup. You have Major League Cricket in the US. You have the Ashes. Oh, goodness me. I mean, that's going to be crazy. You have a couple of bilateral series featuring India. Cricket's packed. I mean, schedule's packed. It's just about you getting time out to watch the highlights reel, maybe. But sports is packed. At least the schedule is. Take some time out. I know don't invest too much time also because you've got your day jobs, you've got your businesses to handle. But keep continuing your allegiance with sport because sport teaches you so much. Sport definitely enhances your mood. I'm pretty sure that adrenal pumping, the results are something you all want to see. A great, closely contested, closely fought match. So keep following sports. Keep following cricket. I know Roland Garros is happening as we speak, and I'll definitely be following that on Twitter. There's no doubt about it because we've got some legends playing there also. Okay, before I drift into another tangent altogether, thank you so much. I hope you listen to this whenever you find time, and we shall be back with, rather, I shall be back with a lot of other updates. Probably have another couple of my friends join in, have a very casual conversation, get some more extra perspectives because I think that's needed to grow in a world where information is available everywhere. It's about you assimilating it and using it to your advantage. Till then, Harry hears you and continues to be a silvering Indian and continues to be a good person and shall continue to share experiences as and when they come by. Take care, folks, and thank you so much.